What is up, folks? Happy 250th. It's been a long time since I've been here, and I want to try to work my way back. But I worked on voter ID. I worked on term limits. Term limits we didn't quite get, but I think since 2015 I've worked on voter ID. This is pre-Trump, so I was always I've worked the voting polls and for years with my wife, 20 years at least. So I know all the going arounds and stuff like that. But now we're coming to a point of meritocracy, logic, what else? Meritocracy too. I mean, you earn something and then you appreciate what you earn because of the work you put into it. So, anywho, I want to get you to listen to this, because this is something right here that this woman, this reporter, this news lady, she is amazing. She holds her water well, and you're going to watch the wall of this gentleman next to her on common sense, logic, and possibly meritocracy. So we're going to take a listen.
When we talk about, like, the changing rooms debate is a perfect example of this. The conversation around...
Why should I, as a female, be forced to get changed in front of a male?
Because this is, again, the conversation about where you view gender and somebody's right to self-autonomy.
I've got no interest in how someone views their own gender. My question was, why should I, as a female, be forced to get undressed in front of a male?
Okay. How simple is that? I'm trying to figure out what the heck would happen, and it didn't happen, but what would happen if my 15-year-old daughter comes home and tells me there's a boy that is going to get changed with her in the gym locker room, or maybe before a sports game, or, getting ready to go out and be in marching band and changing uniforms. Think about that. Think if you're a father or a mother of a 13, 14, 15-year-old girl, and this is what she comes home from school that day, and here you're thinking, is there adult at school right now that is going to help with the logic and the common sense of this?
But if we're referring to a trans woman, then that is a woman.
No, a trans woman is a biological male. So I'm asking you again, why should I, as a female, be forced to get undressed in front of a biological male?
Right, but if somebody has a gender,
answer
for example...
that question.
Well, nobody's making you do that,
Yes,
Michelle.
Yes, you do. There's cases going through the courts at the moment.
Right,
so I ask you again, why should I, as a biological female, be forced to share and get undressed in front of a biological male?
There you go. I mean, it's the most logical question needing a logical answer.
That I will say trans men are men, trans women are women. That is my opinion, and I think that we need to respect
So we haven't answered it. So basically what you're saying is I, as a biological female, have to get changed in front of some fella because you say the label is...
That transgender people are... Do you think that trans people exist? Like...
I think...
Are you kidding? This is like, he's just going on emotion right now. He has no fact or logic to back it up.
That what you call a transgender woman absolutely exists. I don't think it's a figment of your imagination, but I think that they are categorically, biologically male. So therefore, they cannot and should not be able to access female-only...
And wait, female only. And don't forget about female jails that have... All they have to do is, I think it's in California was the last thing I heard. All they have to do, and they're not even in what would you call drag or the proper attire to look like a female. They just say, I think I'm a female. I feel like I'm a female. And they're deported from the male populated jail to the female populated jail. And I don't want to say all the words that happen to the females in that jail. Nobody deserves that.
Spaces. Lots of women like me do not want to have to get dressed and all the rest of it in front of biological men. This is not a controversial view. We have single-sex spaces for a reason. We have an epidemic of male violence against women and girls. We've fought hard to get our single-sex spaces. We deserve those single-sex spaces. Those single-sex spaces are often responsible for keeping us safe. And many of us, and there's women that will disagree with me, and I respect that, but many of us do not want biological men in our spaces, our private single-sex spaces, and nor should we have to have them there just in order to satisfy other people's descriptions.
Come on, man. That was wonderfully put. She just nailed it. She, like, tap, 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 you know, hammer the nail, and the wood is now fastened to the good piece of wood. So you got to watch that. And like, subscribe, share it to me. I'm going to work my way back into the system, I hope. I'm always up to reading the comments and seeing what's going on, and maybe I'll jump back into it, but I certainly miss it. And I love you guys, and we'll see you on the flip side, man. Like, share, subscribe, like I said, and spread this around. The big cat's out. Take care.